Today is a Sunday, August 13, 2023. Significant legal verdict shakes Pakistan's political and legal arena. The recent landmark ruling by the Supreme Court, which struck down the Supreme Court Review of Judgments and Orders Act 2023, has reverberated throughout Pakistan's political and legal spheres, leaving a profound impact on the country's constitutional fabric. Enacted by the Parliament in May 2023, the review law aimed to enhance the Supreme Court's authority in scrutinizing its own judgments and orders, particularly those stemming from Article 184(3) of the Constitution, a provision empowering the court to address matters of public importance. Moreover, the law granted individuals, including prominent figures like Nawaz Sharif and Jahangir Tareen, the right to file review petitions to challenge their lifetime disqualifications resulting from Article 184(3) orders issued prior to the law's enactment. However, the Supreme Court's momentous ruling, announced by Chief Justice Umar Atta Bandil and a three-member bench on August 11, 2023, deemed the law unconstitutional and nullified its effect. This consequential decision has multifaceted implications that extend deeply into Pakistan's political landscape, the delicate balance between its institutions, and the very integrity of its judiciary. The court's rationale for invalidating the review law was grounded in constitutional principles. It concluded that the law exceeded the bounds assigned to the Parliament, intruding upon the exclusive jurisdiction of the judiciary. The Supreme Court emphasized that the Supreme Court Review of Judgments and Orders Act 2023 posed a potential threat to the binding nature and finality of its decisions, thereby risking confusion and uncertainty within the legal framework. Notably, the court highlighted that its existing rules already regulated its review jurisdiction, rendering further legislative action unnecessary. It clarified that a review petition serves as a distinct remedy, distinct from an appeal, intended solely for rectifying apparent errors in the record. The court further underscored that matters such as bench composition and advocate appointments fell squarely under the purview of the Chief Justice, beyond the scope of parliamentary intervention. Critically, the court criticized the review law for its selective treatment of Article 184(3) cases, sidelining other cases falling within the court's appellate or advisory jurisdiction. Beyond the immediate legal implications, the Supreme Court's ruling reverberates in the realm of politics, potentially influencing Nawaz Sharif's potential return and reshaping the equilibrium between the Supreme Court and the Parliament, two foundational pillars of the state. Essentially, the verdict reaffirms the Supreme Court's supremacy over the Parliament, delivering a robust rejection of legislative authority. Initially perceived as a response to perceived judicial activism during former Chief Justice Saqib Nisar's tenure, during which the court took up numerous suo motu cases addressing issues from water scarcity to healthcare to corruption, the Supreme Court Review of Judgments and Orders Act 2023 was designed to recalibrate power dynamics between the executive and the judiciary while promoting enhanced parliamentary oversight. However, the court's ruling undermines these arguments, firmly upholding its autonomy and insulation from external pressures. By questioning the competence of the Parliament to enact such a law, the court reinforces its role as the principal guardian and interpreter of the Constitution. However, the timing of the verdict's pronouncement, coinciding with the dissolution of the National Assembly, introduces additional complexity. This synchronicity raises questions about the court's impartiality, suggesting potential political alignment and prompting speculation about the motives guiding the court's decision-making process. It prompts consideration of whether the court is adhering to its constitutional mandate or pursuing its own agenda. Furthermore, the verdict lays bare internal dynamics within the judiciary itself. It appears to be a strategic move by certain justices to safeguard their rulings from potential challenges. Ironically, this approach could unintentionally curtail the incoming Chief Justice's authority. The verdict effectively closes the door on revisiting prior judgments made by like-minded justices, while simultaneously elevating the importance of the original judgment-delivering benches during permissible reviews. As a result, this might present legal hurdles for incoming Chief Justice Qazi Faiz Essa in forming larger review benches based on his preferences. This aspect carries implications for overturning judgments issued during the tenure of the outgoing Chief Justice. Additionally, the Supreme Court's decision introduces complications for the forthcoming deliberation on the Supreme Court Practice and Procedure Bill, 2023. This bill, designed to streamline the Supreme Court's operational processes, had been suspended by a bench led by Chief Justice Umar Atta-Bandial. The bill seeks to limit the Chief Justice's suo motu powers, establish mechanisms for public interest litigation, regulate bench composition, provide review petition guidelines, and enhance transparency and accountability within the Supreme Court. While seen as a progressive and reform-oriented measure, the Supreme Court's ruling casts uncertainty over the bill's prospects, potentially subjecting it to challenges or disregard by the outgoing Chief Justice and associates. In conclusion, the Supreme Court's decision to invalidate the Supreme Court Review of Judgments and Orders Act, 2023, carries far-reaching implications for Pakistan's political landscape, institutional dynamics, and the judiciary's integrity. It resonates through the lens of Nawaz Sharif's potential return, amplifying the power dynamics between the Supreme Court and the Parliament, and shaping the authority vested in the incoming Chief Justice. Moreover, the decision unveils intricate interactions between political and judicial interests within the Supreme Court. Ultimately, it raises significant questions about the Supreme Court's role as an impartial institution entrusted with safeguarding the Constitution and upholding the citizenry's rights. Thanks for watching.